YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
Instagram. Thank you. Instagram.
Mm.
Instagram Live.
Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. We are about to hear a whole bunch of bullshit.
What?
And we're going to enjoy it together. We're going to laugh.
Yeah, we definitely gonna laugh. No, we might cry.
I don't know about crying, but
I can't type nothing.
mad white people in there. Oh, I see a black face. It's like fucking Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego right there in the burgundy. One black lady.
Share the live.
That's the token.
Oh, let me play it. I gotta play it.
The President of the Senate, at the direction of that body, appoints the following senators as members of the committee on the part of the Senate to escort.
Who used to also run
as the joint session.
United States Supreme Court.
That's great.
Show your chat. Randy, where you at? Chat. Share the live. There she go. You got a date? You put makeup on. You got a date tonight? Uh-oh.
Who?
Granny.
I can't see the comment. Hold on, let me take this. Hey, Granny, why you putting makeup on?
Yeah, you begin these comments. Put that makeup down. It's too early to go on a date.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Send us put the information. No, they. Put the information in the chat, please.
We got you on the date. We got you on the date. Go on, set it up. Is it on the internet or is it in person, like out on the street? Get my Trump supporters in here. I want my left and my right wing in here. Trump, Biden, Kamala. Nobody. God is your president. Come everybody in this bitch. We're gonna talk about it. Okay, I'm gonna watch that. Salute. Share the live. Share the live. Share the live. We're on your president. Talk about these tariffs. All right. President Trump, it's taking too long. We could talk about it doing that because they not talking about nothing. What's up?
Nothing, just typing.
Typing what?
You a message? No, let me stop.
You probably are.
I am.
Damn, you are on it already? Shit. Baby. Trump.
So, Dana Anad, aka Vintage. Yes, I'm going to tell the truth. You?
I mean, vintage is a word that's, you got to look it up. And I say it in my special. It means like rare, one of a kind. It ain't like no bullshit. It's like vintage. Like vintage. Yeah. I'm just asking a question. Yeah. It's like a good thing.
Oh, we're in court today.
You swear that the evidence you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Everybody, we swear everybody in the night because we telling the truth.
My name is not Trump. Yes, I do swear to tell the truth.
We're in the politics building right now. Let's get it.
You swear that the evidence you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I'm King Glam. Everybody put their right hand up. We're going to swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. We're going to have a good time tonight. But y'all got to subscribe. Keep us here.
You swear that the evidence you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Here come they go Melania. Melania, like let's get this over with. I got to go back to New York.
It's so weird that they made English the national language and she can't speak any.
Oh shit! Hold on.
I want the truth. I want the truth.
She can speak English, not great English. Okay English.
That's what you call it. No, it's not. That's not
good enough English.
She didn't speak anything close to English.
I want the truth. I want the truth.
No one understands her, not even the Donalds.
Hey, it's white, more white. Bring more white people. We need more white.
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to read the comments. I have this on the big.
Let me tell you. Let me put it back on so we can hear it. We in the building. Truth be told.
Is that a little person or was that a adult? Why you look so little?
More white people.
They look
white America. White America.
That's so nasty. None of them don't want vaccines, and they're all just touching each other and picking their nose and rubbing their eyes.
There's no sanitizer in the building. There's no sanitizer in the building.
None whatsoever.
Is not welcomed in the White House with white people. You want to prove everybody wrong about germs.
I know it smells like hot breath. Like it's probably very warm in there, very humid, wet, moist.
Blue Chew residue.
Ugh. And then the majority of them don't bathe, like from the hair down.
Damn.
So this might be a little tart.
Count the black people. Oh, look at Jasmine Crockett. I see you, girl. Ready to roll your neck about
All right,
30,000.
hold up. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. Did I see? Okay, the man in the middle, 6.
They're on the Democratic side. I see you, Kel. Oh, go Kel in the comments already.
Hi.
Kel, what up, Cutter?
Let's go.
You can't see Kel comments.
What?
You can't see Kel commenting. You can't see it.
Yes.
I'm drinking, y'all. I got it. I can't get too lit. Randy, what up? Roll call. Who in the building?
That's why I'm not going to read the comments. I'm going to make my screen bigger.
Give me a thumbs up if you're a Trump fan. A thumbs up if you're a Trump fan. Thumbs up if you're a Trump fan.
And then go get a scissor and cut it off.
I want the truth.
If you're rocking your MAGA hat right now, hey Jennifer. Not a party without Jennifer in the building.
Hi Jennifer.
I want the truth.
Hey J-Lo, JM. Your name is JM, not J-Lo. Oh, Granny gave thumbs down. She's not a Trump supporter. Yeah, Granny, put that makeup down. You ain't getting ready. You better sit down and hang out with the truth.
She got something to do. Crazy.
Granny, you don't need no makeup.
Cold.
Jennifer, you love us? How much?
Busy. Thanks. Thank you, Jennifer. We love you too.
I thought you can't see the comments.
I can't. I'm going over what you said.
Okay.
Hello.
What's anybody know Chris at? We looking for Chris. Can anybody find Chris, please?
Oh gosh, what if Chris got into a bar fight?
Another one?
Oh yeah, another one. Why I cannot make my screen smaller because I feel like I'm lagging.
All these white people, germs. I ain't shaking these niggas' hands. I'm in there with gloves on, like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I had to make it small. I don't know why it's doing that. It's not still doing it, right? No. I had it in a full screen. I've seen it. I was like moving like a robot.
Share the live. If y'all watching this, please like and share the live. Share the live. Share the live. Please share it. Share it and like it. Please get us in the algorithm. I need 200 subscribers today.
Today, we need 200 subscribers.
Think everybody in there rich?
No. I think everybody in there got more money than what they deserve.
Jennifer, I thought you were whitey. You ain't whitey, Jennifer? You black? Jennifer, what race are you?
She said she's white.
She said I don't fuck with whitey folks.
Yeah, white folks. Just white. YT.
Granny.
YT.
Me and Ventus want to see you before you leave today. All right, we want to see how that makeup looks.
I'm sure she's gonna look very pretty.
I want the truth.
And she's probably just doing
Jennifer says she's prejudiced.
Okay.
Everybody share. If you're watching this now, share it and like it. Share it and like it. Get us in the algorithm. Let's get it popping. I want 100 people in here tonight. I want to go for 100 niggas in tonight. He said, I'm not sharing. Bitches wouldn't want that. It's a Trump thing. Please share. Share with Jay Boone.
Please share these.
I want the truth.
Share it so we can have a conversation. Talk to each other in the chat room.
Oh my gosh, you got a pressure here too?
How you see the chat now? How you see?
Why you stop? Because I had to make I had to make the screen smaller because I was it was lagging. Where were you when Kels asked the question? I answered him.
I want the truth.
Every time Trump says something crazy, we're gonna.
I want the truth.
Every time we need answers.
I want want the truth.
All right, where this old ass nigga at?
Exactly.
Spot the black coon. Spot the coon. The black coon.
How long is he supposed to be up there babbling?
Wix, one platform, any website, unlimited creation.
They're live. Subscribe, and chat. Do both. Chat and subscribe and chat. I read you subscribe. If you don't want to chat, definitely subscribe. Lit. Best podcast in the building. We taking over 2025. We in the building. Granny, hurry up with that makeup on. Come home. Come back. We'll press that here, girl. Share the live. Share the live. Sneeze. Come on, Trump. Get your orange ass out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I want the truth. I want the truth. I want the truth.
I love it when I ain't got to do much talking. We just watch the bullshit.
I want the truth.
What are you doing over there? What are you doing over there? You. What are you doing? Huh? What are you texting? Hello?
Before I don't want to forget nothing.
Huh?
Be patient and he coming. Please. No, people are eager to get it over with, Kels. Like, nobody wants to hear this fucking chicken pluck. Like, you just want to hurry up, get it over with. What dumb shit do you have to say so we could laugh at and point at you?
Let's get it.
All right, they were standing up there the whole time like that? They didn't sit down?
They're rubbing Ben Gay on Trump.
Or they about
They're rubbing Ben Gay on Trump because his knees are hurting right now. He had to walk a long walk.
they rubbing Bengay on him, and they gotta finish Peyton Barrage.
I want the truth.
His toupee's coming off more than his toupee's leaning to the side. They gotta fix this shit.
They had to add some more lace front glue.
Imagine he came out on a lace front.
He probably has on a well, that's mad thin, but yeah, he probably has on a lace front.
I want the truth.
He probably has one on.
If y'all think Trump,
Those hairs are growing out of his head.
type 1 if y'all think Trump got a lace front on.
I want the truth.
All his hands shaking and talking. Don't they?
You get one?
Man, you sure this part yet? Fast forwarded.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
Okay. Yeah, why they fiending? Like, why they walking? Like,
No Democrats gonna shake his hand.
huh?
No Democrats gonna shake his hand.
I can't hear you. You sound groggy.
Democrats are not gonna shake his hand.
Cannot hear you. You sound groggy. You sound like underwater or something.
I said no Democrats are gonna shake his hand.
Oh. Look at her feeding.
I don't want to cut you so
Sir. Certain comments that you say, I'm definitely not gonna repeat. Because the beginning of that, those first three words, absolutely not.
no Democrat want to shake his hand.
Free Luigi.
You want a hug? Yeah.
She wanted to smell his toupee.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a hug person.
She said, let me
I'm a
smell.
hug. I'm a hug.
Let me see if he used the same glue I do.
I love you. I get the nigga.
Somebody said, I love you?
No. No, you better have some sanitizer behind that desk.
Yo, do you remember at one point he never shook hands? Do you remember that he remember when he never shook hands?
Yeah, he's shaking hands now. He's getting dirty
Right.
jerk. Don't touch the black man. Go shake the black man's hand. Let me see. He ain't been acknowledging the black man.
We about to walk right around him.
Oh, he walked right around the black man. He didn't shake his head. Damn, disrespect.
No, that's one of the things. You gotta see it. Because he got the same blue suit on that. Oh no, he's a regular person.
That black nigga's a seat filler.
Wow.
He's a seat filler. Oh, Kel got a shot.
No, he doesn't. Because I wasn't talking about me. I was talking about the white lady. Kel's. I'm a comedian too, so we're doing cheesh. But I'm a comedian that knows how to hold my tongue. So don't start.
I want the truth.
I don't want you to think. No, see, yeah, exactly. I don't use glue, and I don't want you to think that I don't like you like some people. I'm just being real, okay? So in the words of Whitney Houston, watch what the fuck you say.
All right, we watch the city. Share the live and like the page. Please share, like, and subscribe. Please subscribe.
I'm glad you.
Ooh.
YMCA, 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 YMCA. Wait.
I want the truth.
Them germs is going around tonight. Everyone in the market get a menu.
Miss Nancy Pelosi being up there so she can go. Yeah, you missed the real brown nose. He just walked right around his brown ass. I'm not upset.
All right, let's hear this out, y'all. Let's hear it.
Who's clapping like that? That is so annoying.
White people, they don't know how to clap. You know
No,
that.
it's that one clap. I know you hear it. It sounds mad wet. Like it sounds more than clap. It sounds like they're no. It sounds like they jerking off. Exactly. It sounds very wet. Like
The Pornhub.
the cameraman is doing something fishy back there.
They pipe it in the sound.
Look, even Granny says she heard it.
Speaker Johnson, Vice President Vance, the First Lady of the United States.
Did it actually stand? Did it actually stand?
Sit down, malaria.
Members
Our vaginas.
of the United States Congress, thank you very much. And to my fellow citizens, America is back.
The left don't think that. The left ain't agreeing with you. The left is not agreeing with you. Democrats don't agree.
6 weeks ago, I stood beneath the dome of this Capitol and proclaimed the dawn of the golden age of America. From that moment on, it has been nothing but swift and unrelenting action to usher in the greatest and most successful era in the history of our country. We have accomplished more in 43 days than most administrations accomplished in 4 years or 8 years, and we are just getting started.
I want the truth. I want the truth. I want the truth.
Look at this fat ass over there whistling. I hope he fucking gets shortness of breath and passes out. For that fucking noise.
I return to this chamber tonight to report that America's momentum is back, our spirit is back, our pride is back, our confidence is back, and the American dream is surging bigger and better than ever before.
The American dream? We're already here. The people that come over here because they
the American dream is unstoppable, and our country is on the verge of a comeback, the likes of which the world has never witnessed and perhaps will never witness again. There's never been anything like it.
I want the truth.
The presidential election of November 5th was a mandate like has not been seen in many decades. We won all 7 swing states, giving us an electoral college victory of 312 votes.
They didn't win anything.
To the left. 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 To the left.
We won the popular vote by big numbers and won counties in our country.
We did. Boo! Exactly. Yep, boo. 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 All of us are in this USA. They was just booing this nigga. Boo! Look at them. Look at him. White people waving their hand. Boo! Boo!
You battling? Stand up.
Yeah.
Stand up. Stand up.
Right. Like, fight back.
Fight back.
And won counties in our country, 2,700 to 525, on a map that reads almost completely red for Republican.
I have to Google that.
Fight back, Democrats.
I think it's a stupid.
Now, for the first time in modern history,
take it with no
more
loop.
Americans believe that our country is headed in the right direction.
Brandon, you gotta relax.
Than the wrong direction. In fact, it's an astonishing record.
I'm glad somebody said it.
27-point swing, the most ever.
You ain't getting that under Ukraine money, cuz.
Small business optimism.
You got a college
single largest.
Jennifer, I had to just Google that. That's funny.
Recorded
Mr. President.
41 point.
Boo! Boo!
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruption.
Shut up, fat head.
That's your warning.
Whoa, you shut up, fat face.
Members are engaging in willful and continuing breach of decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the Sergeant at Arms to restore order to the joint session.
What? Fucking what? These niggas are so pussy.
Oh, but they can scream USA, USA,
It's what they say goes. You can't have no fucking opinion.
Right.
That's fucking, yo, that's crazy. But it's okay for them to be disrespectful.
And loud.
Mr. Green, take your seat.
Fuck them.
Take your seat, sir.
Just get kicked out. Who cares?
Take your seat.
No, you can't take your seat, nigga. I ain't taking my seat.
Don't touch him.
Don't touch me.
Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the Sergeant at Arms to restore order.
Boo! Sorry. Kill that nigga, Sergeant.
Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
Do that nigga. Leave that man alone.
Put your hands tell me he needs to hit him with the cane.
Oh, really? That's y'all ignorant. Y'all ignorant. Y'all mad ignorant, yo. Come on, get out of here with that, yo.
That is so corny, for real.
Oh, don't leave. Don't leave. I wouldn't leave. Yo, this is crazy, yo. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House.
Yeah,
Republican. Continue.
Thank you. Over the past 6 weeks, I have signed nearly 100 executive orders and taken more than 400 executive actions, a record to restore common sense, safety, optimism, and wealth all across our wonderful land. The people elected me to do the job, and I'm doing it.
Thank you, Felicia. Thank you. We agree. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Please subscribe.
Hi, Felicia.
Felicia, say bye, Felicia. Come by.
In fact, it has been stated by many that the first month of our presidency, it's our presidency, is the most successful in the history of our nation. By many. And what makes it even more impressive is that, do you know who number 2 is? George Washington. How about that? How about that?
What?
I don't know about that list, but we'll take it.
He's just up there chatting.
Within hours of taking the oath of office, I declared a national emergency on our southern border. And I deployed the U.S. military and border patrol to repel the invasion of our country. And what a job they've done. As a result, illegal border crossings last month were by far the
I just want everybody in the chat to know that Kels is black.
Recorded ever.
Lisa, let them know. Get busy in the comment section. I need my Democrats pulling up.
They heard my words and they chose not to come.
Let's go, Democrats, in the comment section. Get in the comment section. Let's talk.
In comparison, under Joe Biden,
we got MAGA supporters in the comment
worst
section.
president in American history, there were hundreds of thousands of illegal crossings a month.
Ooh.
And virtually all of them, including murderers, drug dealers, gang members, and people from mental institutions and insane asylums, were released into our country. Who would want to do that? This is my 5th such speech to Congress. And once again, I look at the Democrats in front of me, and I realize there is absolutely nothing I can say to make them happy or to make them stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can do.
No, you'll fuck with
I could find a cure to the most devastating disease, a disease that would wipe out entire nations, or announce the answers to the greatest economy in history, or the stoppage of crime to the lowest levels ever recorded. And these people sitting right here will not clap, will not stand, and certainly will not cheer for these astronomical achievements. They won't do it.
He said he did that already, or if he does it.
5 times I've been up here. It's very sad, and it just shouldn't be this way.
Well, fuck with you. Whoa, look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him. They don't fuck with you. Not me. Jackie, don't fuck with you.
What's the sign say? Damn.
Must still.
It doesn't say send your wife back to where she came from?
So Democrats sitting before me, for just this one night, why not join us in celebrating so many incredible wins for America?
Shut up.
I want
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America
You hear
great
that, Cal?
again.
Right, Felicia?
I want the truth.
They gonna just sit there with their mouth shut with fucking signs up? That's crazy.
Boo this nigga. Boo this nigga. Get kicked out.
That's crazy.
Every day, my administration is fighting to deliver the change America needs to bring a future that America deserves, and we're doing it. This is a time for big dreams and bold action. Upon taking office, I imposed an immediate freeze on all federal hiring, a freeze on all new federal regulations, and a freeze on all foreign aid.
Y'all clapping for that? That's stupid. That sounds crazy.
I mean, nigga, that's some bullshit. Where the fuck is Jasmine? What is she doing?
I terminated the ridiculous Green New Scam. I withdrew from the unfair Paris Climate
Did
Accord,
AOC go?
which
Like,
was
what's happening,
costing
man?
us
The ladies
billions
taking
of
places.
dollars
They're not
that
getting
other
kicked out.
countries were not paying.
Why?
I withdrew
Oh,
from
you
the
didn't know
corrupt
Paris.
That
World
bullshit
Health
anyway.
Organization.
That was like,
And I
your
also
brain
withdrew
wash,
from the
like,
anti-American UN Human Rights Council. We ended all of Biden's environmental restrictions that were making our country far less safe and totally unaffordable. And importantly, we ended the last administration's insane electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto workers and companies from economic destruction.
Granny, I meant what you said earlier, too.
To unshackle our economy, I have directed that for every one new regulation, 10 old regulations must be eliminated, just like I did in my very successful first term.
Guess who the regulations are? Black people.
Hopefully not.
And in that first term, we set records on ending unnecessary rules and regulations like
Then
no
they're gonna
other
blame
president had done before. We ordered all federal workers to return to the office. They will either show up for work in person or be removed from their job.
For what? Why you worried about that coming to work? They're working, right?
That woman said majority, measury, whatever her name is, she said they don't deserve to get paid. She feels realized that she's a federal worker herself.
Weaponized government where, as an example, a sitting president is allowed to viciously prosecute his political opponent, like me. How did that work out?
I'm gonna give you a hug, Jennifer.
Not too good.
You Democrats, I gotta be more bold.
And I've stopped all government censorship and brought back free speech in America. It's back.
Free speech, but the man just said he was gonna lock up college students for fucking protesting.
Yeah, you're right about that. I forgot about that.
Why they not
And
yelling
2
this
days
shit?
ago, I signed an order making English the official language
What
of the
about your
United
wife?
States of America.
What about Elon? He's the original African booty scratcher.
I renamed the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of
Who
America.
cares? How's that affected our pockets? You don't give a fuck about that.
Hells is probably just sitting eating popcorn like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And likewise,
My
I
president.
renamed for a great president, William McKinley, Mount McKinley again.
This nigga want white America to happen.
It says we're dumb as
Beautiful Alaska. We love Alaska. We've ended the tyranny of so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion policies all across the entire federal government and indeed the private sector.
Wow.
And
all
our
the white hoes
military.
up in there that's clapping.
Look at the racist people. Look,
That's you.
all of the
That's
racist.
you. That's all y'all
Our
wives.
country will be woke no longer.
It won't be woke. You hear what he just said?
No.
It won't be woke.
We believe
the
that
country
whether
won't be woke no longer.
You might know Harbor Freight for affordability. What you might not know, performance and dirt.
confidence, not race or gender.
He said the country won't be woke
Very
no longer.
important.
He rocking us to sleep. He rocking cows to sleep.
Yeah, what up?
You should be
Yo,
hired.
why are you coming here laughing? What's so
based
funny?
on merit. And the Supreme Court, in a brave and
How's
very
based on
powerful
merit?
decision, has allowed us to do so. Thank you. Thank
Can you
you.
prove
very
it's
much.
based on merit? If the white man is hiring who you want to hire, get the hell out of here. Man.
We have removed the poison of critical race theory from our public schools.
Jennifer, no, she's not. Don't
And
do
they
her like
signed
that.
an order
She's right
making
there
it
in that
the
audience. We've seen her.
official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
Yeah, you was going against everything. And how that's making America great? We need money, nigga. Where the money at? Show me the money.
I also signed an executive order to ban men from playing in women's
Who
sports.
cares? What's the bit?
No, I agree with that. I agree with that.
That ain't no
That's one thing. Like that's
the
it.
tariffs are coming. The tariffs are coming.
3 years ago, Peyton McNabb was an all-star high school athlete, one of the best, preparing for a future in college sports.
Black lady.
But when her girls' volleyball match was invaded by a male, he smashed the ball so hard in Peyton's face, causing traumatic brain injury.
Why are you using that word?
Partially paralyzing her right
Democrats
side
in here.
and ending her athletic career.
There's nothing gangster
a
about
shot
it.
like she's never seen before. She's never seen anything like it. Peyton is here tonight in the gallery, and Peyton, from now on, schools will kick the men off the girls' team, or they will lose all federal funding.
No. You big ass, what sport you playing?
I'm about to say, what sport are you playing? The fucking hot dog eating competition? I know a hot dog eater when I see one.
You're a linebacker. Woman football?
What was she playing? I think she was doing like a walk race.
And if you really want to see numbers, just take a look at what happened in the women's boxing, weightlifting, track and field, swimming, or cycling, where a male recently finished a long-distance race 5 hours and 14 minutes ahead of a woman.
Yes, the
For a
it's
new
called
record
slavery.
by 5 hours. Broke the
We've
record
seen
by
it.
5 hours. It's demeaning for women, and it's very bad for our country.
Really,
We're not going
curse
to put
counts
up
out.
with it any longer.
Nigga, are you doing a trophy? What are you worried about? You got one black head on the right side.
You said what?
One black man on the right
What I have just described is only a small
one
fraction
that
of
he
the
walked
common
around.
sense revolution that is now, because of us, sweeping the entire world. Common sense has become a common theme, and we will never go back. Never. Never going to let that happen.
We don't always have to
Among
say
my very highest priorities is to rescue our economy and get dramatic and immediate relief to working families. As you know, we inherited from the last administration an economic catastrophe and an inflation nightmare. Their policies drove up energy prices, pushed up grocery costs, and drove the necessities of life out of reach for millions and millions of Americans. They've never had anything like it. We suffered the worst inflation in 48 years, but perhaps even in the history of our country. They're not sure. As president, I'm fighting every day to reverse
No, I
this
would not
damage and
scratch my
make
booty.
America affordable again.
He's ignoring you in a loving way.
That is Ricky.
Joe Biden especially let the price of eggs get out of control. The egg price is out of control.
Wait, what?
And we're working hard to get it back down. Secretary, do a good job on that. You
They just
inherited
went
a
up
total
like
mess
2 weeks
from the
ago, though.
previous
What happened?
administration. Do a good job.
Wait, hold on. Joe Biden came back into office for 2 weeks, made the eggs go up, and gave him back the presidency.
A major focus of our fight to defeat inflation is rapidly reducing the cost of energy. The previous administration cut the number of new oil and gas leases by 95%, slowed pipeline construction to a halt, and closed more than 100 power plants. We are opening
And that's
up
why
many of
Con Edison
those
and PSE&G
power
is going
plants
out.
right now.
I know y'all seen y'all bills. And water's going up too.
Get alive.
And frankly, we have never seen anything like it. That's why on my first day in office, I declared a national energy emergency.
White people can't clap.
As you've heard me say many times, we have more liquid gold under our feet than any nation on earth, and by far. And now I fully authorize the most talented team ever assembled to go and get it. It's called Drill, Baby, Drill.
Drill, get paid, and no find shit.
Elon's son gave him that name for that.
That nigga's got to eat 1 egg a week.
My administration is also working on a gigantic natural gas pipeline in Alaska, among the largest in the world, where Japan, South
Get out of
Korea,
here.
and other
Eggs just
nations
went up
want to
about
be our
2 weeks
partner
ago.
with
Don't
investments of trillions of dollars each. There's never been anything like that one. It will be really spectacular. It's all set to go. The permitting is gotten. And later this week, I will also take historic action to dramatically expand production of critical minerals and rare earths here in the USA.
What? What he said?
I don't know.
He said he's about to be on Big Bang Theory? Where's Sheldon?
To further combat inflation, we will not only be reducing the cost of energy, but will be ending the flagrant waste of taxpayer dollars.
How, nigga?
We're going to stop taking taxes out of our check? Is that what you said?
And to that end, I have created the brand new Department of Government Efficiency.
Okay, here come Elon. Here come Elon.
Perhaps you've heard of it. Perhaps.
It's wild that we still got to pay taxes, but he's going to...
Which is headed by Elon Musk, who is in the gallery tonight.
They had to kind of make him feel like he was at home, like he was in Africa. They said put a servant next to him.
Get your soul back, black man. You go find a spades game, nigga, and get your life back, nigga.
Nigga said put a house nigga next to him. He don't know how to play spades. He plays spaghetti.
He's working very hard. He didn't need this.
Go drink some Hennessy, nigga. You be a nigga again.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Everybody here, even this side, appreciates it, I believe.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Don't speak for them. Don't speak for them.
They just don't want to admit that. Just listen to some of the appalling waste we have already identified. $22 billion from HHS to provide free housing and cars for illegal aliens. $45 million for diversity, equity, and inclusion scholarships in Burma. $40 million to improve the social and economic inclusion of sedentary migrants. Nobody knows what that is. $8 million to promote LGBTQI+ in the African nation of Lesotho, which nobody has ever heard of. $60 million for indigenous peoples and Afro-Colombian empowerment in Central America. $60 million. $8 million for making mice transgender.
Why he didn't say why the indigenous? What's the problem with the indigenous people getting the money?
$32 million for a left-wing propaganda operation in Moldova. $10 million for male circumcision in Mozambique. $20 million for the Arab Sesame Street in the Middle East. It's a program. $20 million for a program. $1.9 billion to recently created Decarbonization of Homes Committee, headed up, and we know she's involved. Just at the last moment, the money was passed over by a woman named Stacey Abrams. Have you ever heard of her?
You're always like you just talking.
$3.5 million consulting contract for lavish fish monitoring. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. $14 million for social cohesion in Mali. $59 million for illegal alien hotel rooms in New York City. He's a real estate developer. He's done very well.
I'm not gonna.
$250,000 to
Kels,
improve
nobody
data
believes what comes out of this
local
man's mouth. He
climate
could just be
action
making these things
innovation
up.
in Zambia. $42 million for social and behavior change in Uganda. $14 million for improving public procurement in Serbia.
That was the problem, Jeremy.
$47 million for improving learning
definitely would have
outcomes
hit
in
your mic.
Asia.
Yeah, we trying to hit it, man.
Asia's doing very well with learning.
He's lying.
I don't know what
Type
we're
the comment
doing.
section.
Should use it ourselves. And $101 million for DEI contracts at the Department of Education, the most ever paid, nothing even like it. Under the Trump administration, all of these scams, and they're far worse, but I didn't think it was appropriate to talk about them. They're so bad. Many more have been found out and exposed and swiftly terminated by a group of very intelligent, mostly young people, headed up by Elon, and we appreciate it. We found hundreds of billions
that
of
same
dollars
person
of
in
fraud.
$8 million plus a motherfucking day. Okay, so where's that? Y'all okay with the money going to him? Y'all really think that this man is not making shit up? Please. Think about calling him out.
And we've taken back the money and reduced our debt to
And
fight
put it in Elon's
inflation and
pocket.
other things. Taking back a lot of that money. We got it just in time. This is just the beginning. The Government Accountability Office, a federal government office, has estimated annual fraud of over $500 billion in our nation, and we are working very hard to stop it. We're going to. We're also identifying shocking levels of incompetence and probable fraud in the Social Security program for our seniors, and that our seniors and people that we love rely on. Believe it or not, government databases list 4.7 million Social Security members from people aged 100 to 109 years old. It lists 3.6 million people from ages 110 to 119. I don't know any of them. I know some people that are rather elderly, but not quite that elderly. 3.47 million people from ages 120 to 129. 3.9 million people from ages 130 to 139.
They just making shit up so they can take the money from where they want to take
3.5
it from.
million people from ages 140 to 149. And money is being paid to many of them. And we're searching right now. In fact, Pam, good luck. Good luck. You're going to find it. But a lot of money is paid out to people.
I want the
It
truth.
just keeps getting paid, and nobody does. And it really hurts.
Yo, what about
Social
Elon and
Security
that
and hurts our
$8?
country. 1.3 million people from ages 150 to 159, and over 130,000 people, according to the Social Security databases,
thank you for
are
joining.
age
So are we.
over 160 years old.
Chief,
We
thanks
have a
for
healthier
joining.
country than I thought, Bobby.
Kels is brainwashed, Benny. You just gotta let him chat.
Including, to finish, 1,039 people between the ages of 220 and 229, one person between the age of 240 and 249, and one person is listed at 360 years of age. More than 100 years, more than 100 years older than our country. But we're going to find out where that money's going. And
What's the
it's not going to
product?
be pretty. By slashing all of the fraud, waste, and theft we can find, we will defeat inflation, bring down mortgage rates, lower car payments and grocery prices, protect our seniors, and put more money in the pockets of American families.
What's the product? You can say call me what you want, but what's the product? People just like to type. It's wild. That's how you got that's what a
And
cult
today,
is.
interest rates took a beautiful drop, big, beautiful drop. It's about time. And in the near future, I want to do what has not been done in 24 years, balance the federal budget. We're going to balance it.
Balancing the money back to their pocket.
With that goal in mind, we have developed in great detail what we are calling the Gold Card, which goes on sale very, very soon. For $5 million, we will allow the most successful job-creating people from all over the world to buy a path to U.S. citizenship. It's like the green card, but better and more sophisticated.
No, I'm
And
just
these people will have to pay tax in our country. They won't have to pay tax from where they came.
Talk in the chat room.
The money that they've made, you wouldn't want to.
That's the whole point. What the hell?
Create jobs.
He's not saying shit. We can still hear him.
Out of colleges and paying for them so that we can keep them in our country instead of having them being forced out. Number one at the top school, as an example, being forced out and not being allowed to stay and create tremendous numbers of jobs and great success for a company out there. So while we take out the criminals, killers, traffickers, and child predators who are allowed to enter our country under the open border policy of these people, the Democrats, the Biden administration, the open border insane policies that you've allowed to destroy our country, we will now bring in brilliant, hardworking, job-creating people. They're going to pay a lot of money, and we're going to reduce our debt with that money.
And you're gonna have to watch somewhere else, but that's what commentating is. He can pause it.
Let him hear it. Let it go.
He can pause it. I'm not gonna sit here and watch this whole thing through.
Have given us a mandate for bold and profound change.
Subscribe.
For nearly 100 years, the federal bureaucracy has grown until it has crushed our freedoms, ballooned our deficits, and held back America's potential in every possible way. The nation founded by pioneers and risk takers now drowns under millions and millions of pages of regulations and debt. Approvals that should take 10 days to get instead take 10 years, 15 years, and even 20 years before you're rejected. Meanwhile, we have hundreds of thousands of federal workers who have not been showing up to work. My administration will reclaim power from this unaccountable bureaucracy, and we will restore true democracy to America again. And any federal bureaucrat who resists this change will be removed from office immediately. Because we are draining the swamp. It's very simple. And the days of rule by unelected bureaucrats are over. And the next phase of our plan to deliver the greatest economy in history is for this Congress to pass tax cuts for everybody. They're in there. They're waiting for you to vote. And I'm sure that the people on my right, I don't mean the Republican right, but my right here, I'm sure you're going to vote for those tax cuts. Because otherwise, I don't believe the people will ever vote you into office. So I'm doing you a big favor by telling you that. But I know this group is going to be voting for the tax. Thank you. It's a very, very big part of our plan. We had tremendous success in our first term with it. A very big part of our plan. We're seeking permanent income tax cuts all across the board. And to get urgently needed relief to Americans hit especially hard by inflation, I'm calling for no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security benefits for our great seniors.
Nigga, I don't do overtime. And I don't wait on pay.
Wait, you talking or just you talking?
Now he ain't talking. I'm talking. He ain't talking. I'm talking. Jordan talking.
Have fun, Granny. Don't forget to put
Can't leave us, Granny. Don't leave
And I
us.
also want to make interest payments on car loans tax
We drink
deductible,
this.
but only if the car is made in America. And by the way, we're going to have growth in the auto industry like nobody's ever seen. Plants are opening up all over the place. Deals are being made. Never seen. That's a combination of the election win and tariffs. It's a beautiful word, isn't it? That, along with our other policies, will allow our auto industry to absolutely boom. It's going to boom. Spoke to the majors today, all three, the top people, and they're so excited. In fact, already numerous car companies have announced that they will be building massive automobile plants in America.
Lies.
With Honda just announcing a new plant in Indiana, one of the largest anywhere in the world.
Still gotta get imports.
And this has taken place since our great victory on November 5th, a date which will hopefully go down as one of the most important in the history of our country.
In
addition, as part of our tax cuts, we want to cut taxes on domestic production and all manufacturing. And just as we did before, we will provide 100% expensing. It will be retroactive to January 20th, 2025. And it was one of the main reasons why our tax cuts were so successful in our first term, giving us the most successful economy in the history of our country. First term. We had a great first term.
I want the truth.
If you don't make your product in America, however, under the Trump administration, you will pay a tariff, and in some cases, a rather large one. Other countries have used tariffs against us for decades, and now it's our turn to start using them against those other countries. On average, the European Union, China, Brazil, India, Mexico, and Canada, have you heard of them? And countless other nations charge us tremendously higher tariffs than we charge them. It's very unfair. India charges us auto tariffs higher than 100%. China's average tariff on our products is twice what we charge them. And South Korea's average tariff is 4 times higher. Think of that, 4 times higher. And we give so much help militarily and in so many other ways to South Korea, but that's what happens. This is happening by friend and foe. This system is not fair to the United States and never was. And so on April 2nd, I wanted to make it April 1st, but I didn't want to be accused of April Fool's Day. That's not, just one day cost us a lot of money. But we're going to do it in April. I'm a very superstitious person. April 2nd, reciprocal tariffs kick in. And whatever they tariff us, other countries, we will tariff them. That's reciprocal, back and forth. Whatever they tax us, we will tax them. If they do non-monetary tariffs to keep us out of their market, then we will do non-monetary barriers to keep them out of our market. There's a lot of that, too. They don't even allow us in their market. We will take in trillions and trillions of dollars and create jobs like we have never seen before. I did it with China and I did it with others, and the Biden administration couldn't do anything about it because there was so much money they couldn't do anything about it. We have been ripped off for decades by nearly every country on earth, and we will not let that happen any longer. Much has been said over the last 3 months about Mexico and Canada. But we have very large deficits with both of them. But even more importantly, they've allowed fentanyl to come into our country at levels never seen before, killing hundreds of thousands of our citizens and many very young, beautiful people, destroying families. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. They are, in effect, receiving subsidies of hundreds of billions of dollars. We pay subsidies to Canada and to Mexico of hundreds of billions of dollars, and the United States will not be doing that any longer. We're not going to do it any longer.
I want the truth.
Thanks to our America First policies we're putting into place, we have had $1.7 trillion of new investment in America in just the past few weeks. The combination of the election and our economic policies that people of SoftBank, one of the most brilliant anywhere in the world, announced a $200 billion investment. OpenAI and Oracle, Larry Ellison, announced $500 billion investment, which they wouldn't have done if Kamala had won. Apple announced $500 billion investment. Tim Cook called me. He said, I cannot spend it fast enough. It's going to be much higher than that, I believe. They'll be building their plants here instead of in China. And just yesterday, Taiwan Semiconductor, the biggest in the world, most powerful in the world, has a tremendous amount, 97% of the market, announced a $165 billion investment to build the most powerful chips on earth right here in the USA. And we're not giving them any money. Your CHIPS Act is a horrible, horrible thing. We give hundreds of billions of dollars, and it doesn't mean a thing. They take our money and they don't spend it. All that meant to them, we're giving them no money. All that was important to them was they didn't want to pay the tariffs, so they came and they're building, and many other companies are coming. We don't have to give them money. We just want to protect our businesses and our people. And they will come because they won't have to pay tariffs if they build in America. So it's very amazing. You should get rid of the CHIP Act, and whatever's left over, Mr. Speaker, you should use it to reduce debt or any other reason you want to. Our new trade policy will also be great for the American farmer. I love the farmer. We'll now be selling into our home market, the USA, because nobody is going to be able to compete with you. Because there's goods that come in from other countries and companies. They're really in a bad position in so many different ways. They're uninspected. They may be very dirty and disgusting, and they come in and they pour in, and they hurt our American farmers. The tariffs will go on agricultural product coming into America, and our farmers, starting on April 2nd, it may be a little bit of an adjustment period. We had that before when I made the deal with China, $50 billion of purchases, and I said, just bear with me, and they did. They did. Probably have to bear with me again, and this will be even better. That was great. The problem with it was that Biden didn't enforce it. He didn't enforce it. $50 billion of purchases, and we were doing great, but Biden did not enforce it, and it hurt our farmers. But our farmers are going to have a field day right now. So to our farmers, have a lot of fun. I love you too. I love you too. I've also imposed a 25% tariff on foreign aluminum, copper, lumber, and steel, because if we don't have, as an example, steel and lots of other things, we don't have a military, and frankly, we just won't have a country very long. Here today is a proud American steelworker, fantastic person from Decatur, Alabama, Jeff Denard. has been working at the same steel plant for 27 years in a job that has allowed him to serve as the captain of his local volunteer fire department, raise 7 children with his beautiful wife, Nicole, and over the years provide a loving home for more than 40 foster children. So great, Jeff.
Who got black niggas?
Thank you, Jeff.
They got a do-rag in it. Do it like him.
Thank
That's
you,
a
Jeff.
stocking cap.
You know?
A stocking cap.
Yeah, it's the same shit.
Stories like Jeff's remind us that tariffs are not just about protecting American jobs. They're about protecting the soul of our country. Tariffs are about making America rich again and making America great again, and it's happening, and it will happen rather quickly. There'll be a little disturbance, but we're okay with that. It won't be much. No, you're not. Oh. And look where Biden took us, very low, the lowest we've ever been. Jeff, I want to thank you very much. And I also want to recognize another person who has devoted herself to foster care community. She works so hard on it. A very loving person, our magnificent First Lady of the United States.
I want the truth.
Melania's work has yielded incredible results, helping prepare our nation's future leaders as they enter the workforce. Our First Lady is joined by 2 impressive young women, very impressive. Haley Ferguson, who benefited from the First Lady's Fostering the Future initiative and is poised to complete her education and become a teacher. And Elliston Berry, who became a victim of an illicit deepfake image produced by a peer. With Elliston's help, the Senate just passed the Take It Down Act, and this is so important. Thank you very much, John. John Thune, thank you. Stand up, John. Thank you, John. Thank you all very much. Thank you. And thank you to John Thune and the Senate. Great job. To criminalize the publication of such images online is terrible, terrible thing. And once it passes the House, I look forward to signing that bill into law. Thank you. And I'm going to use that bill for myself, too, if you don't mind. Because nobody gets treated worse than I do online. Nobody. That's great. Thank you very much to the Senate. Thank you. But if we truly care about protecting Americans' children, no step is more crucial than securing America's borders. Over the past 4 years, 21 million people poured into the United States. Many of them were murderers, human traffickers, gang members, and other criminals from the streets of dangerous cities all throughout the world. Because of Joe Biden's insane and very dangerous open border policies, they are now strongly embedded in our country, but we are getting them out and getting them out fast.
What about your wife?
And I want to thank Tom Homan and Christy. I want to thank you and Paul of Border Patrol. I want to thank you. What a job they've all done. Everybody, Border Patrol, ICE, law enforcement in general is incredible. We have to take care of our law enforcement. Have to. Last year.
Why didn't it stay standing?
A brilliant 22-year-old nursing student named Laken Riley, the best in her class, admired by everybody, went out for a jog on the campus of the University of Georgia. That morning, Laken was viciously attacked, assaulted, beaten, brutalized, and horrifically murdered. Laken was stolen from us by a savage illegal alien gang member who was arrested while trespassing across Biden's open southern border and then set loose into the United States under the heartless policies of that failed administration. It was indeed a failed administration. He had then been arrested and released in a Democrat-run sanctuary city, a disaster, before ending the life of this beautiful young angel. With us this evening are Laken's beloved mother, Allison, and her sister, Lauren. Last year, I told Laken's grieving parents that we would ensure their daughter would not have died in vain. That's why the very first bill I signed into law as your 47th president mandates the detention of all dangerous criminal aliens who threaten public safety. It's a very strong, powerful act. It's called the Laken-Riley Act. So Allison and Lauren, America will never, ever forget our beautiful Laken Hope Riley.
They got a black person sprinkled all over the place.
Thank you very much. Since taking office, my administration has launched the most sweeping border and immigration crackdown in American history, and we quickly achieved the lowest numbers of illegal border crossers ever recorded. Thank you. The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation. We must have legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president. Thank you. Joe Biden didn't just open our borders, he flew illegal aliens over them to overwhelm our schools, hospitals, and communities throughout the country. Entire towns like Aurora, Colorado, and Springfield, Ohio, buckled under the weight of the migrant occupation and corruption like nobody's ever seen before. Beautiful towns destroyed. Now, just as I promised in my inaugural address, we are achieving the great liberation of America.
I want the truth.
But there still is much work to be done. Here tonight is a woman I have gotten to know, Alexis Nungari from Houston. Wonderful woman. Last June, Alexis's 12-year-old daughter, her precious Jocelyn, walked to a nearby convenience store. She was kidnapped, tied up, assaulted for 2 hours under a bridge, and horrifically murdered. Arrested and charged with this heinous crime are two illegal alien monsters from Venezuela, released into America by the last administration through their ridiculous open border. The death of this beautiful 12-year-old girl and the agony of her mother and family touched our entire nation greatly. Alexis, I promised that we would always remember your daughter, your magnificent daughter. And earlier tonight, I signed an order keeping my word to you. One thing I have learned about Jocelyn is that she loved animals so much. She loved nature. Across Galveston Bay, from where Jocelyn lived in Houston, you will find a magnificent national wildlife refuge, a pristine, peaceful, 34,000-acre sanctuary for all of God's creatures on the edge of the Gulf of America. Alexis, moments ago, I formally renamed that refuge in loving memory of your beautiful daughter, Jocelyn. So, Mr. Vice President, if you would, may I have the order?
Yeah, I believe immigrants are monsters.
Thank you very much. All three savages charged with Jocelyn and Lakin's murders were members of the Venezuelan prison gang, the toughest gang, they say, in the world, known as Tren de Aragua. 2 weeks ago, I officially designated this gang, along with MS-13 and the bloodthirsty Mexican drug cartels, as foreign terrorist organizations. They are now officially in the same category as ISIS, and that's not good for them. Countless thousands of these terrorists were welcomed into the U.S. by the Biden administration. But now every last one will be rounded up and forcibly removed from our country, or, if they're too dangerous, put in jails, standing trial in this country, because we don't want them to come back ever. With us this evening is a warrior on the front lines of that battle, Border Patrol Agent Roberto Ortiz. Great guy.
Ortiz.
In January, Roberto and another agent were patrolling by the Rio Grande near an area known as Cartel Island. Doesn't sound too nice to me. When heavily armed gunmen started shooting at them, Roberto saw that his partner was totally exposed, at great danger, and he leapt into action, returning fire and providing crucial seconds for his fellow agent to seek safety, just barely. I have some of the prints of that event, and it was not good. Agent Ortiz, we salute you for your great courage and for your line of fire that you took and for the bravery that you showed. We honor you, and we will always honor you. Thank you, Roberto, very much.
Little bit of fire in this thing. Come on, let's go. You all right over there?
Thank you, Roberto.
Oh, you texting? You all right?
And I actually got to know him on my many calls
What are you doing?
to the border. He's a great gentleman.
Watching Trump.
The territory to the immediate south of our border is now dominated entirely by criminal cartels that murder, rape, torture, and exercise total control. They have total control over a whole nation, posing a grave threat to our national security. The cartels are waging war on America, and it's time for America to wage war on the cartels, which we are doing. Five nights ago, Mexican authorities, because of our tariff policies being imposed on them, think of this, handed over to us 29 of the biggest cartel leaders in their country. That has never happened before. They want to make us happy. First time ever. But we need Mexico and Canada to do much more than they've done, and they have to stop the fentanyl and drugs pouring into the USA. We're going to stop it. I have sent Congress a detailed funding request laying out exactly how we will eliminate these threats to protect our homeland and complete the largest deportation operation in American history, larger even than current record holder President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a moderate man, but someone who believed very strongly in borders. Americans expect Congress to send me this funding without delay so I can sign it into law. So, Mr. Speaker, John Thune, both of you, I hope you're going to be able to do that, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. Mr. Leader, thank you. Thank you very much. And let's get it to me. I'll sign it so fast, you won't even believe it. And as we reclaim our sovereignty, we must also bring back law and order to our cities and towns. In recent years, our justice system has been turned upside down by radical left lunatics. Many jurisdictions virtually ceased enforcing the law against dangerous repeat offenders while weaponizing law enforcement against political opponents like me. My administration has acted swiftly and decisively to restore fair, equal, and impartial justice under the constitutional rule of law, starting at the FBI and the DOJ. Pam, good luck. Cash, wherever you may be, good luck. Good luck. Pam Bondi, good luck. So important. Going to do a great job. Cash, thank you. Thank you, Cash.
You all right over there? You paying attention?
Yes.
Leave Nikki alone.
They've already started very strong. They're going to do a fantastic job. You're going to be very proud of them. We're also once again giving our police officers the support, protection, and respect they so dearly deserve. They have to get it. They have such a hard, dangerous job, but we're going to make it less dangerous. The problem is the bad guys don't respect the law, but they're starting to respect it, and they soon will respect it. This also includes our great fire departments throughout the country. Our firemen and women are unbelievable people, and we'll never forget them. And besides that, they voted for me in record numbers, so I have no choice.
You stole the election, sir.
I want the truth.
1 year ago this month, 31-year-old New York police officer Jonathan Diller, unbelievably wonderful person and a great officer, was gunned down at a traffic stop on Long Island. I went to.
Long Island is definitely an immigrant.
The vicious criminal charged with his murder had 21 prior arrests, and they were rough arrests, too. He was a real bad one. The thug in the seat next to him had 14 prior arrests and went by the name of Killer. He was Killer. He killed other people, they say, a lot of them. I attended Officer Diller's service, and when I met his wife and one-year-old son, Ryan, it was very inspirational, actually.
What?
Did the Kikaki hold him out of that?
His widow's name is Stephanie, and she is here tonight. Stephanie, thank you very much, Stephanie. Thank you very much.
Well, why are they positioning black people body fit? Wait, don't they say?
Exactly, it's purposely.
With that black man.
They're so stupid, just like.
Black man.
Stephanie, we're going to make sure that Ryan knows his dad was a true hero, New York's finest. and we're going to get these cold-blooded killers and repeat offenders off our streets, and we're going to do it fast. Got to stop it. They get out with 28 arrests.
Definitely want
They
to check.
push people into subway trains.
Definitely want to check.
They hit people over the head, back of the head with baseball bats. We got to get them out of here.
Mad niggas do.
I've already signed an executive order requiring a mandatory death penalty for anyone who murders a police officer. And tonight I'm asking Congress to pass that policy into permanent law.
Did stop them from killing police officers?
It's so
savage out here, nigga.
I'm also asking for a new crime bill getting tough on repeat offenders while enhancing protections for America's police officers so they can do their jobs without fear of their lives being totally destroyed. They don't want to be killed. We're not going to let them be killed.
They booing them.
Joining us in the gallery tonight is a young man
who truly
loves our police. His name is DJ Daniel. He is 13 years old, and he has always dreamed of becoming a police officer.
He is.
The black man is next to him. Listen,
oh my God! Come on. No disrespect. You don't look like he's not gonna pass the test.
You should not do that because now the little boy is gonna get bullied. Like, why would he do that?
In Webster. He mad right now. Stop picking me up, nigga.
But in 2018, DJ was diagnosed with brain cancer. The doctors gave him 5 months at most
So he
to
gonna be no
live.
cop.
Oh, well, you don't want to
That was
live
more
anyway.
than 6 years ago.
Not everything else.
He's a grown man, child. He don't need to get left out. He can chill. Grown man, you're not a cop. Is he a cop? Is he a cop?
Since that time, DJ and his dad have been on a quest to make
honorary cop.
his dream come true, and DJ has been sworn in
He arrested
as
dad.
an honorary
Dad,
law
leave this
enforcement officer.
The honorary.
Actually, a number of times. The police love him. The police departments love him. And tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all.
Come on.
I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service.
He went from hiring the uneducated.
He's not slow.
Y'all got a 6-year-old in y'all.
Nigga treated him like Mufasa.
Wild.
Stop looking at him, yo.
They got 18, 25, 6.
Is he getting a check?
He just hires anybody.
It's like you're more qualified than them. Oh, come on, man. That's going to be in a newspaper tomorrow.
He said, what am I doing here?
That promised me a PlayStation if I help the white man. Where's my PlayStation?
Thank you, DJ. DJ's doctors believe his cancer likely came from a chemical he was exposed to when he was younger.
I mean, he should
Since
get
1975, rates
This
of
happened.
child cancer have
DJ,
increased
you
by
arrest
more
Trump?
than 40%.
You have the power.
No, I'm talking about the
Reversing
father.
this trend is one of
Father
the
what?
top priorities
Read the
for our new presidential commission to make America healthy again, chaired by our new Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
That nigga sound like he's sick. Like he's just fucking slow.
Don't give him the mic, please. Don't give him the mic.
DJ's fault is his biggest hater. He should have never did that to him. Nobody's gonna book him now.
With the name Kennedy, you would have thought everybody over here would have been cheering.
Absolutely
How
not.
quickly they forget.
Ooh, he ain't the right kid.
Absolutely, he's not
Our
the
goal
leader.
is to
They already
get toxins out of our environment, poisons out of our food supply, and keep our children healthy and strong. As an example, not long ago, and you can't even believe these numbers, 1 in 10,000 children had autism, 1 in 10,000, and now it's 1 in 36. There's something wrong, 1 in 36. Think of that. So we're going to find out what it is, and there's nobody better than Bobby and all of the people that are working with you. You have the best to figure out what is going on. Okay, Bobby, good luck. It's a very important job. Thank you.
Bobby don't know. Don't trust any nigga named Bobby.
No, I don't want to. His father just did.
Thank you.
You're doing it.
My administration is also working to protect our children from toxic ideologies in our schools. A few years ago, January, Littlejohn and her husband discovered that their daughter's school had secretly socially transitioned their 13-year-old little girl. Teachers and administrators conspired to deceive January and her husband while encouraging her daughter to use a new name and pronouns. They, them pronoun, actually, all without telling January, who is here tonight and is now a courageous advocate against this form of child abuse. January, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So January's a girl now?
Yeah, that's the number.
Huh? What happened? I don't get it.
Thank you.
You ain't listening.
Stories like this are why shortly
They was
after
giving
taking office, I signed an executive order banning public
What were they
schools
to
from
get it?
indoctrinating our children with transgender ideology. I also signed an order to cut off all taxpayer funding to any institution that engages in the sexual mutilation of our youth.
Well, are they gonna like lessen the taxes that come out of our checks now?
That's not coming up.
And now I want Congress to pass a bill permanently banning and criminalizing sex changes on children and forever ending the lie that any child is trapped in the wrong body. This is a big lie.
You look like you trapped in the wrong body. Why are you standing and saying
And our
it like
message
Where's my checkbook?
to every child in America is that you are perfect exactly the way God made you.
Make my check great again.
Make my check great again, please. Subscribe.
Because we're getting wokeness out of our schools and out of our military, and it's already out, and it's out of our society. We don't want it. Wokeness is trouble. Wokeness
I
is
don't
bad.
wait on tables.
It's gone.
I don't do
It's
overtime.
gone.
Exactly.
We feel so much better for it, don't we? Don't we feel better?
And they're going to
our service members won't be
how
activists and ideologues. They will be fighters and warriors. They will fight for our country. And Pete, congratulations. Secretary of Defense, congratulations. And he's not big into the woke movement, I can tell you. I know him well. I am pleased to report that in January, the U.S. Army had its single best recruiting month in 15 years, and that all armed services are having among the best recruiting results ever in the history of our services. What a difference. And you know, it was just a few months ago where the results were exactly the opposite. We couldn't recruit anywhere.
Connect Team transformed our messy employee scheduling into a smooth process. The team loves the clarity, and I love the time I've saved.
Yeah.
People that were coming in when they were scheduled and leaving when they were scheduled. So we've saved a fair amount of money with that.
I keep track of any extra notes that management needs me to know before coming in. I don't have to track people down. They can confirm or reject
the shift, which is great.
It gives us our time back to do what we really need to be doing.
It's very easy for us to check availability. You can just plot out all of the shifts that you need, and then you can just save it as a template, load it up every single time. It makes it super easy.
A couple clicks, and I'm able to do an entire hour's worth of work.
Who was also a Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy when he was just a boy, and now he wants to carry on the family legacy of service. Jason is a senior in high school, a 6-letter varsity athlete, a really good athlete, they say, a brilliant student with a 4.46, that's good, GPA. And his greatest dream is to attend the U.S. Military Academy at West Point.
He got a 4.46 GPA.
And Jason, that's a very big deal getting in. That's a hard one to get into. But I'm pleased to inform you that your application has been accepted. You will soon be joining the Corps of Cadets. Thank you. Jason, you're going to be on the long gray line, Jason. As Commander-in-Chief, my focus is on building the most powerful military of the future. As a first step, I'm asking Congress to fund a state-of-the-art Golden Dome missile defense shield to protect our homeland, all made in the USA.
Jason
And
is
Ronald Reagan
something.
wanted to do it long ago, but the technology just wasn't there, not even close. But now we have the technology. It's incredible.
Jason ain't black.
And other places they have it. Israel has it. Other places have it. And the United States should have it too, right, Tim, right? They should have it too. So I want to thank you. But it's a very, very important. This is a very dangerous world. We should have it. We want to be protected, and we're going to protect our citizens like never before. To boost our defense industrial base, we are also going to resurrect the American shipbuilding industry, including commercial shipbuilding and military shipbuilding. And for that purpose, I am announcing tonight that we will create a new Office of Shipbuilding in the White House and offer special tax incentives to bring this industry home to America where it belongs. We used to make so many ships. We don't make them anymore very much, but we're going to make them very fast, very soon. It will have a huge impact. To further enhance our national security, my administration will be reclaiming the Panama Canal, and we've already started doing it. Just today, a large American company announced they are buying both ports around the Panama Canal and lots of other things having to do with the Panama Canal and a couple of other canals. The Panama Canal was built by Americans for Americans, not for others, but others could use it. But it was built at tremendous cost of American blood and treasure. 38,000 workers died building the Panama Canal. They died of malaria. They died of snake bites and mosquitoes. Not a nice place to work. They paid them very highly to go there, knowing there was a 25% chance that they would die.
You die mosquitoes?
The most expensive project also that was ever built in our country's history, if you bring it up to modern day costs. It was given away by the Carter administration for $1. But that agreement has been violated very severely. We didn't give it to China. We gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back. Now we have Marco Rubio in charge. Good luck, Marco. Now, we know who to blame if anything goes wrong. Marco's been amazing, and he's doing a great job. Think of it. He got 100 votes. You know, he was approved with actually 99, but the 100th was this gentleman, and I feel very certain. So let's assume he got 100 votes. And I'm either very, very happy about that or I'm very concerned about it. But he's already proven. I mean, he's a great gentleman. He's respected by everybody, and we appreciate you voting for Marco. He's going to do a fantastic job. Thank you. Thank you. He's doing a great job. Great job.
He's embarrassed.
And I also have a message tonight for the incredible people of Greenland.
What about Ukraine?
We strongly support your right to determine your own future. And if you choose, we welcome you into the United States of America. We need Greenland for national security and even international security. And we're working with everybody involved to try and get it. But we need it really for international world security. And I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it. We will keep you safe. We will make you rich, and together we will take Greenland to heights like you have never thought possible before. It's a very small population, but very, very large piece of land and very, very important for military security. America is once again standing strong against the forces of radical Islamic terrorism. 3.5 years ago, ISIS terrorists killed 13 American service members and countless others in the Abbey Gate bombing during the disastrous and incompetent withdrawal from Afghanistan. Not that they were withdrawing, it was the way they withdrew. Perhaps the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. Tonight, I am pleased to announce that we have just apprehended the top terrorist responsible for that atrocity. And he is right now on his way here to face the swift sword of American justice. And I want to thank especially the government of Pakistan for helping arrest this monster. This was a very momentous day for those 13 families who I actually got to know very well, most of them, whose children were murdered, and the many people that were so badly, over 42 people, so badly injured on that fateful day in Afghanistan. What a horrible day. Such incompetence was shown.
Didn't you pull troops?
That when Putin saw what happened, I guess he said, wow, maybe this is my chance. That's how bad it was. Should have never happened. Grossly incompetent people. I spoke to many of the parents and loved ones, and they're all in our hearts tonight. Just spoke to them on the phone. We had a big call. Every one of them called, and everybody was on the line, and they did nothing but cry with happiness. They were very happy, as happy as you can be under those circumstances. Their child, brother, sister, son, daughter was killed for no reason whatsoever. In the Middle East, we're bringing back our hostages from Gaza. In my first term, we achieved one of the most groundbreaking peace agreements in generations, the Abraham Accords. And now we're going to build on that foundation to create a more peaceful and prosperous future for the entire region. A lot of things are happening in the Middle East. People have been talking about that so much lately with everything going on with Ukraine and Russia. But a lot of things are happening in the Middle East. It's a rough neighborhood, actually. I'm also working tirelessly to end the savage conflict in Ukraine. Millions of Ukrainians and Russians have been needlessly killed or wounded in this horrific and brutal conflict with no end in sight. The United States has sent hundreds of billions of dollars to support Ukraine's defense with no security, with no anything. Do you want to keep it going for another 5 years? Yeah, you would say Pocahontas says yes.
Who's
It's
Pocahontas?
disrespectful as fuck.
Who's Pocahontas?
Probably AOC.
He started. Oh, he started some shit.
2,000 people are being killed every single week. More than that. They're Russian young people. They're Ukrainian young people. They're not Americans, but I want it to stop. Meanwhile, Europe has sadly spent more money buying Russian oil and gas than they have spent on defending Ukraine by far. Think of that. They've spent more buying Russian oil and gas than they have defending. And we've spent perhaps $350 billion, like taking candy from a baby. That's what happened. And they've spent $100 billion. What a difference that is. And we have an ocean separating us, and they don't. But we're getting along very well with them, and lots of good things are happening. Biden has authorized more money in this fight than Europe has spent by billions and billions of dollars. It's hard to believe that they wouldn't have stopped it and said at some point, come on, let's equalize. You got to be equal to us. But that didn't happen. Earlier today, I received an important letter from President Zelensky of Ukraine. The letter reads, Ukraine is ready to come to the negotiating table as soon as possible to bring lasting peace closer. Nobody wants peace more than the Ukrainians, he said. My team and I stand ready to work under President Trump's strong leadership to get a peace that lasts. We do really value how much America has done to help Ukraine maintain its sovereignty and independence.
I didn't see this nowhere.
Regarding the agreement on minerals and security, Ukraine is ready to sign it at any time that is convenient for you. I appreciate that he sent this letter, just got it a little while ago. Simultaneously, we've had serious discussions with Russia and have received strong signals that they are ready for peace. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't that be beautiful?
Who don't want no peace? Who don't want that fucking territory?
Wouldn't that be beautiful?
Have to shut up.
It's time to stop this madness. It's time to halt the killing. It's time to end the senseless war. If you want to end wars, you have to talk to both sides. Nearly 4 years ago, amid rising tensions, a history teacher named Mark Fogel was detained in Russia and sentenced to 14 years in a penal colony. Rough stuff. The previous administration barely lifted a finger to help him. They knew he was innocent, but they had no idea where to begin. But last summer, I promised his 95-year-old mother, Malphine, that we would bring her boy safely back home. After 22 days in office, I did just that, and they are here tonight.
We fed them all McDonald's before this.
what?
He fed them McDonald's before this.
So who? How you know?
To
Because
Mark and his great mom, we are delighted to have you safe and sound and with us.
Jeannie Walker, talk about it.
As fate would have it, Mark Fogel was born in a small
He was not-
rural town in Butler, Pennsylvania. Have you heard of it?
Describe.
Where his mother has lived for the past 78 years. I just happened to go there last July 13th for a rally. That was not pleasant. And that is where I met his beautiful mom right before I walked onto that stage. And I told her I would not forget what she said about her son. And I never did I? Never forgot. Less than 10 minutes later, at that same rally, gunfire rang out, and a sick and deranged assassin unloaded 8 bullets from his sniper's perch into a crowd of many thousands of people. My life was saved by a fraction of an inch, but some were not so lucky. Corey Comparator was a firefighter, a veteran, a Christian, a husband, a devoted father, and above all, a protector. When the sound of gunshots pierced the air, it was a horrible sound. Corey knew instantly what it was and what to do. He threw himself on top of his wife and daughters and shielded them from the bullets with his own body.
Nobody did that to you.
Corey was hit really hard. You know the story from there. He sacrificed his life to save theirs. Two others, very fine people, were also seriously hit. But thankfully, with the help of 2 great country doctors, we thought they were gone and they were saved. So those doctors had great talent. We're joined by Corey's wife, Helen, who was his high school sweetheart, and their 2 beloved daughters, Allison and Kaylee. Thank you.
Daughters don't want to be there. They don't want to be there. Daughters don't want to be there. One in the middle don't want to be there. She's upset.
That one in the middle,
One in the middle is pissed. She's not smiling. Mom had to bribe him. Mom had to take away the allowance.
To Helen, Allison, and Kaylee, Corey is looking down on his 3 beautiful ladies right now.
Propaganda.
And he is cheering you on. He loves you. He is cheering you on. Corey was taken from us much too soon, but his destiny was to leave us all with a shining example of the selfless devotion of a true American patriot. It was love like Corey's that built our country, and it's love like Corey's that is going to make our country more majestic than ever before. I believe that my life was saved that day in Butler for a very good reason. I was saved by God to make America great again. I believe that. Thank you.
Lucky Luigi wasn't in the building. You lucky they didn't get his comment. You're the wrong man for that job.
Thank you. Thank you very much. From the patriots of Lexington and Concord to the heroes of Gettysburg and Normandy, from the warriors who crossed the Delaware to the trailblazers who climbed the Rockies, and from the legends who soared at Kitty Hawk to the astronauts who touched the moon, Americans have always been the people who defied all odds, transcended all dangers, made the most extraordinary sacrifices, and did whatever it took to defend our children, our country, and our freedom. And as we have seen in this chamber tonight, that same strength, faith, love, and spirit is still alive and thriving in the hearts of the American people. Despite the best efforts of those who would try to censor us, silence us, break us, destroy us, Americans are today a proud, free, sovereign, and independent nation that will always be free, and we will fight for it till death. We will never let anything happen to our beloved country, because we are a country of doers, dreamers, fighters,
Wrap
and
this up,
survivors.
guys.
Our ancestors crossed a vast ocean, strode into the unknown wilderness, and carved their fortunes from the rock and soil of a perilous and very dangerous frontier. They chased our destiny across a boundless continent. They built the railroads, laid the highways, and graced the world with American marvels like the Empire State Building, the mighty Hoover Dam, and the towering Golden Gate Bridge. They lit the world with electricity, broke free of the force of gravity, fired up the engines of American industry, vanquished the communists, fascists, and Marxists all over the world, and gave us countless modern wonders sculptured out of iron, glass, and steel. We stand on the shoulders of these pioneers who won and built the modern age. These workers who poured their sweat into the skylines of our cities. These warriors who shed their blood on fields of battle and gave everything they had for our rights and for our freedom. Now it is our time to take up the righteous cause of American liberty. And it is our turn to take America's destiny into our own hands and begin the most thrilling days in the history of our country. This will be our greatest era. With God's help, over the next 4 years, we are going to lead this nation even higher, and we are going to forge the freest, most advanced, most dynamic, and most dominant civilization ever to exist on the face of this earth. We are going to create the highest quality of life, build the safest and wealthiest and healthiest and most vital communities anywhere in the world. We are going to conquer the vast frontiers of science, and we are going to lead humanity into space and plant the American flag on the planet Mars and even far beyond.
He's taking over Mars now? He's taking over Mars now?
Mars, Uranus, Pluto, Saturn.
It's going to belong to
And
the
through
United
it all, we are going to rediscover the unstoppable power of the American spirit. And we are going to renew unlimited promise of the American dream. Every single day, we will stand up and we will fight, fight, fight for the country our citizens believe in and for the country our people deserve.
Be careful, Walker. There's some MAGA supporters in the chat.
My fellow Americans, get ready for an incredible future, because the golden age of America has only just begun. It will be like nothing that has ever been seen before. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That's it.
That's
it. We waiting for him to fall. You waiting for him to fall?
Waiting for fall. It's over. What you think? What you think?
It was whack. I think that the Democrats need to start speaking up. You got them people, they can curse, they can yell, they can say and do whatever the fuck they want. And they get kicked, nothing happens to them. But as soon as you start booing, there's no more freedom of speech. So, I mean,
oh boy,
I don't know. Look at that's the judges.
Yeah, there's a judge. He's appointed. They definitely got us smiling.
That's not, yeah, that bitch.
You call the judge a bitch?
Yeah, he's a bit. Kavanaugh's a bitch too.
Oh God, why is she wearing a red outfit? Like, what are you going night? You a lady of the night? What?
You know, all them people going to a freak off right now.
All of them niggas
after eating McDonald's. So hold up.
McDonald's and baby oil, baby. That's what it
is. That letter
Mac
that he said was from Putin. I really do not think that was real. I really do. I don't know.
It was from
because I mean from Zelensky. I don't think that was real because shit like that he would have like tweeted. He would have said that already. He said he got that letter this morning. He would have tweeted that. And Fox News would have posted it. That's some shit they would have posted. That's nowhere on their timeline. And again, he did not tweet that. So if he got that, I really just don't believe that Zelensky wrote that.
I want the truth
because he's a liar. He's a liar. So no, nothing he says. I mean, if he says something against colored folk and black people, things like that, yeah, that's real. But him not taxing overtime and a lot of other dumb shit that he says, including that letter from Zelensky, I don't believe that. So, why would that man say? What did he say? We want to do everything we can to make things better or make things like. I'm not seeing that.
I mean, Trump. They got the cards. We have the cards. We have the cards. You don't have the cards. He has the reverse, the Uno, the get out of jail free. He has all of them. The draw four. He has all the cards. You understand that? He has all the cards.
I know.
All right. You know that card when you slap the big joker? You got all of those, all the big cards. You got all the cards.
Because money purchased all of these things for him.
I want the truth.
These things, it wasn't earned. It wasn't earned. So, I mean, it is. I mean, he's here. So it ain't shit that I can do about it personally. I can just yell at my TV.
White world. We are in a white world. Kel, you're in white skin. White.
Because is
white America.
I don't know.
Black. A pinch of black. Pinch black, white America.
He sat up there and just
lies.
He didn't say, I don't know. He literally wasted 2 hours of people's time.
Nothing new.
He's still feeding to give him a handshake.
Black man.
And he didn't touch him still.
Black man, we don't want you touching. I know.
He said, let me take a picture of him.
Let me take a picture.
Let me record him. He won't touch my hand.
Take a picture. They got
a loser.
Jeez.
I want the truth.
Unbelievable.
Kels, was that you?
Oh, taking a picture?
Yeah.
Kel's not there.
All this time, that was Kels.
Are you there?
Kels, that was you? He wouldn't shake your hand?
What's this fascination about shaking his hand? It's not the Pope. You don't get any spiritual healing from shaking his hand. You're going to get anything but a flu. I want to know what the lady in the red dress look like she leaving with him. Is she got a date? Do they got an agreement? They got an arrangement or something? She's following him all the way out.
Mm-hmm. That's Secret Service.
Trump smoking some red boots tonight? Melania ain't. Where Melania at? She packed up?
She's that bitch. She came for the photo op and left. She doesn't want to be there.
Melania said,
she doesn't want to be in the White House. Doesn't want to be with him. Doesn't want to be. She just doesn't want to be.
They brought Melania. They on Melania on loan. You got 6 hours out of her today. That's all you're gonna get from Melania. Did he say anything good tonight?
Nah, not tonight.
Well, maybe I'll get rid of the immigrant. What about the immigrant thing? Because all immigrants are bad. So I don't know. I still don't know how my check going. I got to go be a waiter.
All immigrants are bad?
No, that's what he made it look like. Oh, immigrants are bad. But I'm gonna get me a job at Applebee's because I need tips tax free. So I'm gonna be a waiter, y'all. So I'm gonna wait.
And you might be able to get your overtime too.
And I'm gonna do overtime. So I'm gonna wait table and do overtime at Applebee's, and I get my full check. I can see my full $300 that I make in a 2-week span.
I already told you what I agree with. Why do we have to keep going back to what the fuck I agree with? I already told you it's literally only 2 things that I agree with. And I'm not going to keep going back and forth with you about what I agree with. What about what I don't agree with?
We don't agree with. Can we agree with men?
I already said I don't agree with the trans in the restrooms and in sports, and the border does need some control. But everybody that comes over here is not a fucking criminal. No. So that's that. Stop asking me what about what I agree. That's it. That's all I agree with. Now, what about everything else?
I want the truth.
Damn.
Okay, because again, that tax shit doesn't benefit me. The overtime, it doesn't benefit me. And what else was it? Whatever the third thing was, doesn't fucking benefit me.
You definitely.
Now, if it benefits you, then let me know what restaurant you work in so I can come in and get a discount on some food.
I want the truth.
I'll stay a little later so you can get your overtime.
Shout out to little black boy. He became a federal agent today. I don't know how that happened.
That's wild because now they are going to tease the fuck out of him.
His fault.
Now you're a snitch, little boy. Federal fucking agent.
Your father.
His father set him up.
His father need a pardon. That's
his
why.
father's probably the real fucking snitch, and he wanted to. He just saying what he heard around the house and what he hear around the neighborhood. No, nigga, that's you telling him what the fuck to say to get niggas locked up, so your bitch ass don't go to fucking jail. They probably searching your dumb ass right now while you walking out. Want to see if you fucking pickpocketed one of them white men that you was sitting next to.
We smell a scent of weed. We smell a hint of weed on you. We just want to patch it down and bring it.
He probably don't smoke weed. He's probably smoked K2 willingly.
Oh man, niggas said
what they gonna do? Like when his son can't, and I would like to know what kind of job he has since his son has cancer. How he's paying for everything.
He's selling drugs.
Might not have to pay for anything now, since he's glazing Trump. But how I would like to know how his son's going to get his treatment and his medication and stuff like that. But I am quite sure that he is on Medicaid.
Yeah, but they cutting that federal. They cutting Medicaid.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I would like to know how he's getting his stuff.
Well, I guess they don't expect him to be around longer.
He's going to DJ through it. Frick it.
Oh shit!
I want the truth.
Frick it, FBI. You and your little son can go away.
Damn, the son too.
The son too, because come on, he should have threw a tantrum or something. Like, damn. It would have at least been like the little white, like little Elon son. Like, you're not the fucking president. I want you to shut your fucking mouth now.
Don't testify.
Shout out to the white girl that came but didn't come. She was here for it, but she wasn't here for it.
Who? That man's daughter?
Yeah. He said, "Fuck you."
Who? The man that got hit really hard, like that died, and he's like he got really hit really hard. No, do you think?
She's mad because that bullet was meant for you and it hit her daddy. That's why she's mad. You didn't take the bullet. That bullet had your name on it. The sloppy work got.
She might have wanted that shit for her mother. Damn! Why didn't you take this fat bitch?
Oh God! To be told, damn. It is what it is, nigga. Trump, we need some improve. We need to see. You are just trashy and embarrassing. Look at you.
What happened? They were actually trashy and embarrassing.
Cal, you sent Lisa here, Cal?
They were actually trashy and embarrassing. Not us. We're just telling
y'all them. Lisa, who you talking to, Lisa? You said listen to you guys. You listening with us.
You're listening to us. We hear what we saying.
Oh, testify. Wait, this is response. Let's hear this real quick.
Grew up. I've been in public service my entire life because I happened to be in New York City on 9/11 when the Twin Towers came down. Before the smoke cleared, I knew I wanted to make a life in national security. I was recruited by the CIA and did 3 tours in Iraq alongside the military. In between, I worked at the White House under President Bush and President Obama, 2 very different leaders who both believed that America is exceptional. You can find that same sense of patriotism here in Wyandotte, Michigan, where I'm speaking from tonight. It's a working class town just south of Detroit. President Trump and I both won here in November. It might not seem like it, but plenty of places like this still exist across the United States. Places where people believe that if you work hard and play by the rules, you should do well and your kids should do better. It reminds me of how I grew up. My dad was a lifelong Republican, my mom a lifelong Democrat, but it was never a big deal because we had shared values that were bigger than any one party. We just went through another fraught election season. Americans made it clear that prices are too high and that the government needs to be more responsive to their needs. America wants change, but there's a responsible way to make change and a reckless way. And we can make that change without forgetting who we are as a country and as a democracy. So that's what I'm going to lay out tonight. Because whether you're from Wyandotte or Wichita, most Americans share 3 core beliefs: that the middle class is the engine of our country, that strong national security protects us from harm, and that our democracy, no matter how messy, is unparalleled and worth fighting for. Let's start with the economy. Michigan literally invented the middle class, the revolutionary idea that you could work at an auto plant and afford the car you were building. That's the American dream. And in order to expand and protect the middle class, we have to do a few basic things.
You want to hear white lady talk?
Don't. They just be saying, just hurry up and get to the point. I can't.
Union jobs.
You
bring our supply chains back.
You don't have to get up in the morning.
China. We need to give American businesses the certainty they need to invest and create the jobs of the future. And we need a tax system that's fair for people.
She's speaking on our behalf, but we just wanted to get to the Trump part. Come on, we were called trashy and embarrassing. We have to let show them why we here to people. I can't hear you.
Because I didn't say anything. Lisa is not fucking taking away my tiredness in the motherfucking morning when I got to do an hour and a half fucking drive from one place to the next. Like, bitch, you crazy? Damn. Or you can call me ghetto, but trashy? Embarrassing? You just named the orange.
We out.
Anyway, we will be back tomorrow, I'm sure, with a bunch of jokes.
Yeah, we got a big show.
We have what the sign said. So we can throw this up tomorrow, I guess.
What? Throw it tomorrow.
Vomit this up tomorrow.
Yeah, we out. Yeah, we can do that. We in the building. You already know. All right, see you tomorrow.
You ain't shit. You ain't gonna never see